Hi guys, this is Sarah Elena. Thanks for joining me here on the channel. If this is your first video, I help people move to Costa Rica. And today we're going to be talking about, well, some 4 mistakes that I see that can absolutely kill your move here to Costa Rica. So make sure not to make these 4 mistakes or else you're going to have a lot of stress. But first, as I mentioned, I do help people move to Costa Rica. So down in the description, you're going to see a lot of information about some of the services that we offer. We have one-on-one services where we really handhold you through the whole process. Our new DIY, do-it-yourself Move to Costa Rica program, which is for some of you who are like, I got this covered, but if you want to definitely avoid making mistakes, still have our expert advice and connections. That's my most affordable program that I've come out with to help out. And the last is our retreats. Our retreats are amazing in-person experiences that I hope you will definitely come and be a part of, where you get to actually meet experts in person, hang out with us all week, get all your questions answered, and be in a beautiful spot and experience some of, the best sites that Costa Rica has to offer. So let's get into it. 4 big mistakes that I see that can really kill your move to Costa Rica. Number 1 would be not having your income set up prior to moving to the country. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy to think about it. I did it. Again, don't ever do as I did for my move. That's why, I try to teach you as much as I can. But not having your income set up prior to moving. So make sure that you have a good, solid income that's actually going to support your cost of living here during your move. I know it sounds very like, duh, Sarah, why are you telling me this? But believe it or not, people do it. I did it myself. No judgment. Just make sure that you absolutely have your income set up prior to moving. Number 2 would be, not properly setting up a budget for living here in the country, like not knowing what your cost of living is going to be for the area that you're choosing. Like that's a whole separate can of worms that we will open, in another future video. If it's already up, you can find it in the description below. I'm going to be doing a webinar on budgeting because I think it's crucially important for you to be able to set up a realistic budget prior to your move. And a lot of that is doing market research. So just to get into it a little bit would be, okay, if you know that you want to live in a certain area, you know what kind of home you want to rent, how much do those rentals actually cost? Doing the market research to find that out. If you have kids and they're going to be going to private school, calling and getting the tuition rates. So, mapping out your biggest expenses depending on what area you're choosing for the country. Because some areas are going to be more expensive to live in and others are obviously going to be cheaper. So not having a proper budget set up is another reason why I see it as a big pitfall that can really kill your move to Costa Rica and could cause you to go home. Another thing that will absolutely kill your move is not really budgeting properly what it's going to cost you to move. So start budgeting out those upfront costs that it's going to be to move. So obviously your plane tickets. Obviously if you're going to do extra baggage, what is that going to cost? Are you going to be shipping anything? Are you bringing your pets? Are you going to be filing residency right when you arrive? So start getting actual numbers for some of these different, upfront expenses. Okay, if you're going to be renting, then you're going to be paying a security deposit in your first month rent. So start budgeting out those items so that they're not a surprise to you when it does actually come for you to move and you're not going, oh my gosh, right at the tail end of things, you already have your whole move in motion and now all these added expenses are coming up. And lastly, I would say picking a wrong area of the country. I did a whole video about, which I'll link down below, about, choosing the right area, what to be looking for in an area for yourself, things that you should be considering. So choosing the wrong area of the country can definitely be a big kill to your move. Of course, you can change it and you can move somewhere else, but it becomes a little bit more stressful. So choosing the right area is absolutely crucial for your move. So these are kind of, like I said, these are the 4 mistakes. Not choosing the right area, not budgeting properly, not having a proper income set up, and not, budgeting out what is the actual cost of your move going to be. As always, I hope this information is helpful to you. If you want more information on this, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.